It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sewell. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he'll be out right at the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit... heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second down, Sewell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
To throw on third down, Sewell to the left side and caught by Hester. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running left is Dillon, taken down at the 47-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. On second down, another run for Dillon. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Derrick Henry, 50 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got...
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Boy, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block. And
beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And they'll accept that penalty. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Henry. There he goes right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Derrick Henry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Looking to throw on second down. Sewell. Looking deep for his tight end, Gates. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. This complete to Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be fourth down. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Here's Pat McAfee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, and that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Breaks a tackle. And he has the first down before he's tackled